4 on the clock. Pecan, 2 seconds. Pecan for the lead. Got it! He got the record at the buzzer! The bridge breaks for 3. Buried! Gallagher pulls up. Gallagher rims it out the shield! Slams it down! Cooley up ahead. Dombrowski, the freshman, off the window and 1. Go back to Evans, corner 3, got it! There's Lowe with the exclamation point as Dunny slams it down. Far side, Dawson unloads, knocks it home. Jenna Dawson by Teslavich, Epps puts it on the floor. Bryce looks to drive in, Epps floats it up, got it! He got it! There's 1,000 for Bryce Epps. Playoff implications on the line here this evening in night number 9 of the MVISBL-Girls Division. Alex Lyons, Jeremy Slew with you here for game number 1 as Cedarbrook, they can make sure they keep their playoff hopes alive with a victory here in game number 1. A loss to Lee Supply right now would put them in jeopardy of being knocked out of the postseason here tonight. That barring a Cedarbrook loss and a Monessen Florist win would set our 4 teams for the MVISBL Girls postseason. As locked in, really, you have AMD Industries number 1. Edward Jones and Lee Supply both 5-3, sit 2nd and 3rd in the standings. Lee Supply looking pretty as staying in a middle 2-tier seeding for the standings. Edward Jones a chance, though, even though they sit at number 2 right now with the way their schedule lines up. Still having to play AMD one more time, a game with Monessen Florist here tonight. They could drop from the 2 to the 4, but are secure inside the top 4 of the MVI-SBL, meaning that AMD, Lee Supply, and Edward Jones, no, they will all be playing in the postseason, but the question is, will it be Monessen Florist for the 2nd straight year, or will it be the defending runners-up making a run to the postseason? Again, the big surprise this year, the 2 teams that missed the MVI-SBL postseason a year ago find themselves inside the playoff picture, locked in, coming into the penultimate night of the regular season, which is, you know, something you like to see, the parity inside the league. And, you know, Lee Supply, they really got a good retooling this offseason. Add in the number 1 pick in Rachel Manfredo, Autumn Matthews in the 2nd round for Coach Caitlin Slagish, joining London Creech, who is absolutely outstanding this year, top 5 scorer, along with Rachel Manfredo. Creech 18.5 points per game this season for her squad, and that has been huge for Coach Caitlin Slagus, whose team has played all 8 games so far this year, which that's been a rarity that we have a team that's played every single game this season, but Coach Slagus has had that ability. And also we've seen in the recent weeks that she has got back Angelina Massey, which is a huge addition to this roster that's already full with a lot of talent. That just adds a outstanding bench piece to Coach Caitlin Slagus' squad.
Yeah, Angelina Massey coming back. One thing it's going to do, obviously, we know it's going to provide a lot of speed. She can handle the ball. I mean, with Gabby Ducey and on the bench, I don't know if she's injured. And then we have Mia Sesteric not here, so Massey is able to come in and fill a role that she's going to have to fill.
And I'll tell you, Mia Sesteric has been absolutely impressive this year. You know, numbers wouldn't necessarily say that looking at it, but Sesteric has done a lot of little things right. Been great defensively, very good on the glass for being a small player, just a 5'4" rising freshman, but she has looked absolutely outstanding this year. And again, another piece to the puzzle for that Elizabeth Forward squad that is going to be, I think, a very good team once again, even though they're losing some talent in Bailey Brinson, Haven Briggs, and Brooke Markland on that squad. But, you know, you insert Kaylin Settles, insert a girl like Mia Sosteric, and the company you have come back, that's going to be a pretty talented team. And, you know, we look at who's here tonight. Again, mentioned huge playoff implications on the line, Jeremy. Cedarbrook can guarantee that they will still be alive if they upset Lee Supply. A loss, and then you guys get a win with Monessen Flores, that's over. It's locked. The 4 teams are locked. Seeding then is not, because the difference is in what I was saying earlier. Lee Supply is in an AMD, best spots possible.
Right.
AMD knows they're one. One loss, AMD's one. Okay, so you see that. And then I'll go to Lee Supply. Lee Supply sits at 3rd right now. But again, they beat Cedarbrook, and then they have State Farm.
Right.
In the final game, or excuse me, no, they have you guys final game of the season.
I believe they play us, yes.
But Edward Jones has AMD. So
Right.
if Edward Jones loses to you guys, and then just assume AMD has their full company of players, lose in that game as well, and you guys win your game and then find a way to beat Lee Supply, you would jump into that top 4. Lee Supply or that top 3. Lee Supply would stay in there with you guys,
right.
And then it would be Edward Jones and AMD. But again, really cool that 2 teams that missed the playoffs last year will be in this year. Talk about the great draft picks, and the article just came out about the MVISBL-Girls who went 1-2 in the draft, helping lead this resurgence for these 2 squads.
Yeah, we're about ready to go. I think that you mentioned Coach Slagus. This is what she's been building to, through her last couple drives. She suffered through a couple terrible years. You had the Jenna Dawson injury. But, they're back. They're ready to go. They got the full complement now. They added Manfredo. They added Austin Matthews, who's kind of been unsung, been a powerful force under the basket. So, and then you add the wing play of London Creech. That brings a lot to this Lee Supply team, who all look up. Manfredo said it in Jose's article today about how she looks up to a player like Caitlin Slagus. She's a very similar type of player, for McKeesport. Inside, outside, rebounds well, can shoot the threes, and can attack the basket. It's the same type of player Coach Slagus was when she was in school.
And 2 things to look at on the team to our right, and that is Cedarbrook. First game, or one of the first few games, we're really going to get to see Hannah Pugliese and Carmen Vasquez play together. And the question is, how does that shape up for Coach Mariah Ward? Do those 2 butt heads a little bit? Very similar styled players.
Right. They both like to play inside out.
And the question is, do they complement each other, or is it kind of just not the right chemistry? We haven't seen that yet.
Right.
And, you kind of feel like the girl who would have been able to help give that chemistry, be that distributor with the ball, is not here. And Jocelyn Dawson, who kind of could have played that calming influence and been that field general that we see Brooke Evans play for her squad here at Edward Jones and in high school.
And that's going to fall down to Mia Ladon tonight. So is she ready to play that role for this team? It's going to be really interesting to see.
Yeah, very curious to see how this one shapes up. Rachel Manfredo, Jenna Dawson, along with London Creech, Rachel Black, and Ada Matthews. Rachel Black, I think out of nowhere. No one thought too much of her during tryouts, but she's been great this season. A steal, it seems like, in a 1-year stint for Lee Supply. As there's Black driving, kick out, Jenna Dawson. Dawson has come on as of late. Dawson straight to the window, no good. Rebound underneath, won't fall. Now it's Matthews once more. Ada Matthews, 3rd time's the charm. As the scoreboard shut down on us, but Ada Matthews will strike first for Lee Supply. And the thing is, 2nd, 3rd, 4th opportunities for Ada Matthews and Lee Supply Company, as Lee Supply strikes first. 2-0 they lead. As get the clock started once again. It's Carmen.
It's going to be, sorry, Alex. It's going to be 15:40 on the clock, I believe the official said.
We have Macy Justice, Carmen Vasquez, Mia Ladon with Michaela Canty and Hannah Pugliese for Coach Mariah Ward. Just one player on the bench for Cedarbrook. That's Abby Jenis, rising freshman.
Sarah Catholic freshman.
Now, yeah. Originally West Mifflin, but I'm sure another piece that Matt Bacco's very
excited to have her. She worked the youth camp a couple weeks ago with my daughter there, and was a good camp by Bacco and his staff.
As the clock decides to shut down again on us. It's going to be that type of night, it seems like. 2-0 Lee Supply on top of Cedarbrook Golf Course. And so that means no Jocelyn Dawson, no Richards, no El Snyder again, along with no...
Yeah, guys, go to stay on the floor. Stay on the floor. So we're going to try to get the clock situated here.
Again, 3 games on tap here tonight. Lee Supply, Cedarbrook. Then it's Moflo taking on Edward Jones. Finishing out the evening will be AMD and Dax Thomas State Farm. 1 versus 6. Let's hope third time's the charm with the clock here.
Hopefully.
As outside, there's Carmen Vasquez. Vasquez, top of the key. Now it's Hannah Pugliese. 2-0 Lee Supply leads thanks to Autumn Matthews' kick out there near side. Justice. Macy Justice rolls. Left block lays it up. No good. Rebound underneath. Ripped down. That's by Rachel Manfredo. Here's Manfredo. Right wing. Manfredo step back 3. Rims in and out. Rebound. Carmen Vasquez. Vasquez a minute in. Pushes the pace into the front court. Vasquez right side. Way outside. No good. Easy board for London Creech. Creech in transition. Guarded by Mia Ladon. Drives now on Justice. Kick across outside. There's Dawson for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound London Creech. Creech from the corner. Back iron and out. Another board for Carmen Vasquez. Vasquez up ahead to Pugliese. Pugliese drives right block. Pugliese blocked underneath. Getting a hand on that was Creech and off of Canty and out.
Good look up the floor that time by Vasquez to find Pugliese. And there's a little turnover there by London Creech.
Just couldn't get the hand on that one cleanly. Pugliese the trigger. Gets it into Justice up top. Macy Justice. Justice picks up the dribble. Far side Canty right elbow. Canty to Pugliese. Pugliese driving right block. Hannah Pugliese underneath. No good, but she's fouled. Rachel Black, the guilty party there for Lee Supply. Her first team first, sending Hannah Pugliese to the stripe. Pugliese through the motions. First shot up, back iron, no good for Pugliese. Pugliese trying to cut the lead in half in the early going. Second one up and in for Hannah Pugliese. 2-1 your score in favor of Lee Supply. Into the front court, Rachel Black. Black picks up the dribble, bounce pass, knocked away. She was looking for Matthews, but Black now goes to London Creech up top. Creech driving right block. Creech up off the window and in. First bucket of the evening for London Creech makes it 4-1 Lee Supply.
Way too easy getting around Hannah Pugliese there.
That's a great job by Mia Ladon at the other end to answer right back. Here's Creech, right wing 3, no good. Rebound long, Justice watches it out, and it's saved, but right to Vasquez by Rachel Black. Now it's Ladon, waiting for it, but over her head, over the Lee Supply bench and out of bounds. Manfredo gets it in, that's to Jenna Dawson. Dawson, rising senior at Bell Vernon. Dawson drives left side, up off the window, no good. Rebound, Mia Ladon. Ladon up ahead, there's Justice to Pugliese, up no good. Rebound there, London Creech, and Hannah Pugliese picks up the personal from behind.
And that's a basket. Macy Justice just has to put that up herself. There was no reason to make that pass because the defender was right in front of Pugliese, and she was actually lucky to get that pass through, so Macy just has to go up and put that up.
Sometimes the selfish play is the right play. As if you have a better look, you got to take it.
Right.
Up top there's Jenna Dawson. Dawson rolling. Left side, Dawson. Dawson. Now it's Creech in the left wing. London Creech, left elbow. Step back deep, 2 rims in and out. Rebound Matthews. Matthews going to work up. She's fouled, and Matthews is going to shoot a pair.
Great board there by Autumn Matthews. And, this is a player that, her work down on that board is a little overlooked during the regular season because Lainey Gerdich is there at Yawk as well. So she's taking up a lot of space. But you see in this environment with no Gerdich in the middle, Matthews is that post presence here for Lee Supply.
First shot won't fall for Autumn Matthews. And there's foul number 1 on Mia Ladon, team third for Cedarbrook. Ladon fouled out with over 14 minutes remaining in the last Cedarbrook game as Matthews back on the board. As driving in Pugliese, taken away, that's Manfredo. Here's Manfredo off the steal, coast to coast, up, no good. Rebound underneath Black, kick out Dawson, left wing, 3, no good. Manfredo the rebound, 1 dribble goes up, Manfredo sends it through. Rachel Manfredo increases the lead. First bucket of the game for Manfredo coming off a 20-point performance. Ladon looks to drive, now steps back, 7-3 with 12 minutes remaining. Ladon's 3, no good. Rebound, Jenna Dawson. Jenna, far side, Black left wing, driving on Justice. Black to Manfredo. Manfredo down to a knee, and Manfredo fouled from behind. That's Ladon's second.
Yeah, Ladon kind of tackled her there and went for a double arm takedown, and it's going to pick up her second foul.
Something we talked about with Coach Slagus before the game with Ladon fouling out early last game. Were they going to try to attack her? And that's what she said the plan was, depending who they were guarding her, as there's a foul on Manfredo trying to work the baseline. That one goes against Vasquez. So Ladon 2, Vasquez 1, Hannah Pugliese 1, 4 fouls. As the inbound goes to Black, up no good. Rebound Matthews, kick out Dawson. Dawson drives, foul line. 15 feet out, rolling right now Jenna Dawson. Great job to keep her dribble, posting up. There goes Matthews up and in. Autumn Matthews up to 5. 9-3 lead for Lee Supply, 11:20 remaining.
And that's a mismatch there, Matthews on Ladon, and especially with Ladon with 2 fouls already.
Only 1 player available on the bench, 2 for this Cedarbrook squad, and Abby Jennis. As driving there, kick out Vasquez for 3. Iron, backboard, and over. As here comes Caroline Summer in for the first time today. Rising junior from TJ replaces Autumn Matthews, game's leading scorer with 5. Here comes Creech. Creech, right wing. London Creech drives in on Pugliese. Kick across. Summer wasn't ready. And out of bounds, Cedarbrook takes over. Great vision, though, by London Creech.
Yeah, it's one thing playing with a player with the caliber of Creech. You have to be ready for it.
As Macy Justice knocks down the short corner, 2. First bucket of the game for Macy Justice. Now it's 9-5. Lee Supply still leading. About 6 minutes gone here. Half number 1. London Creech, right wing. Creech for 3. That one off the mark. Tell off the fingertips. Now Pugliese pushing the issue. Pugliese driving. Bounce pass. Vasquez underneath. And Carmen Vasquez cuts it to a 2-point game. Jenna Dawson. Up top, drives left. Dawson, left block. Wheels to the corner. Jenna Dawson inside Summer. Off her fingertips, deflected back to Dawson. Dawson driving. Dawson foul line. Kicks to Summers up. She's fouled by Ladon. Forcing the hand of Coach Mariah Ward. Here comes Abby Jennis after the first shot by Caroline Summer. Ladon didn't like it, but that last second lowering of the hands is what cost her.
Yeah, and that's just it's an experience thing. And that's something she's going to learn as she gets older, but, it's not helping her right now.
Black and Creech out, Massey and still in. See if Caroline Summer can knock down the back end. 10:01 remaining, half number 1. Summer front iron and in. 2 for 2 goes Caroline Summer. 11-7 lead is Pugliese, right elbow, right block, kick out. There's Jennis from the bench, no good. Rebound, grab down. Dawson Hail Mary pass intercepted by Vasquez. Vasquez underneath. Dawson the steal this time by Jenna Dawson to Summer. Caroline Summer deflected off the hands of Vasquez and out. One thing, I think is going to be coming sooner than later as Massey underneath, across to Manfredo, up and in. Great find by Massey to Manfredo. But fouls are 5-1 so far in this game. 5 on Cedarbrook, 1 on Lee Supply, and right on cue, there's another one on Lee Supply.
That's going to go on Summer.
Was that to Manfredo, that pass from Massey?
Yes. Yeah. Massey picked up the assist on a Manfredo basket.
He's too busy writing down the time mark to put out in the video at the end of the week. Back iron, no good.
A little frustration here by being shown by Puglisi at the line. Take a step back and take a breath.
Puglisi 1 for 3. Made the back end the first time. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Massey. Again, just the pure athleticism of Massey is such an added bonus to this Lee Supply team. As there's Dawson, right wing. Jenna, right elbow now, guarded by Puglisi. Dawson splits a pair down Broadway. Dawson left block, blocked by Canty. 9 minutes remaining. Puglisi pushing the pace. Here's Puglisi, coast to coast. Puglisi, and still got a fingertip on it. Now it's Manfredo, far side Massey. Massey back inside. Manfredo up off the glass again. 6 points for Manfredo and a timeout by Cedarbrook.
Back-to-back baskets by Rachel Manfredo. And Lee Supply's getting rolling, and they're doing it by sharing the basketball.
And for me, going back, you said back-to-back baskets for Manfredo. She's averaging over 16 points per game, and that's one of the more impressive feats out of the players we see leading the way. London Creech, Eden Williamson, Ayanna Wade, that group. Manfredo pretty much almost all inside. Maybe get 1-3 a game out of Manfredo. The rest of her buckets come inside the paint, really, so that she's scoring that much from inside is truly amazing what she's been able to do so far this season.
And what it is she's attacking the basket. If she gets that ball in that wing, she has such a long stride. That first step so fast, you just can't recover.
Yeah, as Manfredo in the top 5 in scoring. 6 points here tonight for Manfredo, leading all scorers. 5 for Matthews, 2 for Summer, 2 for London Creech. 15-7 your score in favor of Lee Supply over Cedarbrook. Halfway through half number 1, Mia Ladon on the bench with 3 first-half fouls. Be honestly surprised if we see Mia in the next 8:45.
No, I don't.
And that was the same scenario. She picked up 2 fouls within the first 2 minutes of half number 2 last game. So it's kind of the same script for Ladon as driving in. Canty front iron, no. Rebound, Skylar Still.
Good rip away there by Still.
Still to Massey, right wing. Massey drives. Massey, right lane inside. Kicks it off right to Puglisi, back the other way. Hannah Puglisi to the corner. There's Jennis with the 3 ball. Got it! As Jennis makes it a 5-point game. Now it's Massey looking for the answer. No good. Rebound, Canty. 8 minutes remaining here in the half. Hannah Puglisi rolls right elbow. Puglisi back to Abby Jennis. Jennis to Vasquez. Vasquez drives right elbow. Offensive foul drawn by Massey on Vasquez.
Good job by Massey. And that's one thing she does. I think there was a game, forget who it was, but I watched the Ringgold Girls last year, and she took 3 charges in that game. So she's not allowed to do the dirty work, so to speak, that coaches love to see.
As there is Skylar Still up top, guarded by Justice. Now it goes to Dawson, top of the key. Jenna Dawson with the right hand, now changes direction. Dawson, left block, kick out Massey. Left wing, back to Skylar Still. Still rolling right, right elbow, Still spinning down the lane. And a travel on Still sends us back the other direction. Massey out along with Summer. Olzak in along with Autumn Matthews. And that's where the big advantage is, 4 bench players versus just 1. Lee Supply is going to be able to stay fresh here, and this one is driving in. Justice, no good. Rebound, Janice underneath, knocked away. And now Jenna Dawson finds the ball. Dawson, near side it comes. Skylar still into the front court, still driving down the lane. Left side still. Feed inside to Matthews, fouled by Justice.
Yeah, Justice, I mean, you kind of take that foul just because, you know, that was an easy lay-in for Matthews under the hoop.
Second time Matthews will find herself at the line here in this first half. 5 points, 1 for 2 from the stripe. Ironing out. Matthews, right hand up and in. Matthews hits the back end. Give her 6, and it's a 6-point lead for Lee Supply. 7 minutes remaining in the half. Canty to Vasquez. Carmen Vasquez up top. Just 1 basket thus far for Vasquez. Drives, right block. Vasquez up off the iron and in.
Vasquez got away with another elbow there to the ribs of Matthews.
And that's important because that would have been her 3rd if they did call that. As here's Creech, someone Lee Supply would like to get going in this one right on cue. There goes London Creech to answer back with 2 of her own. 4 for Creech. 6-point lead once again for Lee Supply. Now it's Vasquez. Right elbow. Vasquez rolling. Vasquez goes up off the window and in. Carmen Vasquez, an outstanding take. 6:15 remaining in the half. There's Dawson. Left elbow. Dawson to Creech. London drives. Left block. Fouled on her way down the lane. One and one here on London Creech. As Black will replace Jenna Dawson's London Creech to the charity stripe. Jeremy, did you get who that foul
I
was?
believe it was on Pugliese.
Be her second.
Her second, yes.
Creech no good, won't get a second opportunity, but great job. Ozak saved it for a second, but here comes Jenis. Abby Jenis stops up, kick outside Vasquez. Now it's Canty, 1 more corner. That's Justice. Justice guarded by Creech, got around her, kick out Vasquez, top of the key. Carmen Vasquez steps back. Vasquez. Now it's Pugliese driving. Pugliese kick out. Canty right wing travels first. But Jeremy, if you noticed in that sequence, top of the key and about 3 feet to the right,
Correct.
2 players playing the same position is
Yeah.
something we talked about with Pugliese and Vasquez. Was that going to be an issue for Coach Mariah Ward's squad?
Yeah, it's just a matter of got to get better spacing and communication.
Abby Jenis gets the personal this time by, just again, a rising freshman. Abby was in the gym about 30, 45 minutes before game time today with her sister Shelby shooting around. Of course, Shelby plays at West Virginia Wesleyan. Assistant coach for Mariah Ward, as Black shot no good. And of course, Mariah Ward, the new head coach of the Charleroi Cougars. Placing Mr. Wagner down there. First point for Rachel Black makes it a 19-14 game here with 5:28 remaining. Low scoring first half as there's Jenis off the window and in. 5 points for Abby Jenis, her new season high. Creech for 3, buries it. London Creech, her first 3 of the game. Make that a deep 2 for Creech, up to 6. Nonetheless for London Creech, 21-16. Kick out Canty, stolen by Olzak. Now Manfredo. Here's Manfredo, drives straight to the cylinder, up and in. Rachel Manfredo. 23-16. Lee Supply all of a sudden getting a little bit of an offensive groove. There goes Vasquez to Jenis. Jenis back inside. Vasquez denied. That was Manfredo, leading to this opportunity by Creech. Slows the pace inside. Black all alone. No good. Rebound Matthews. Matthews tried to kick to Olzak. Pinball's loose. Canty on the floor. Timeout Cedarbrook.
Yeah, that was a gimme there. At least Supply got to have. Would have made it a 9-point game, as they're rolling now with 4 straight points to get that lead back up to 7.
As Cedarbrook burns the timeout to keep possession. Cedarbrook Golf Course featuring 2 beautiful 18-hole championship courses, a full practice range, and multiple practice and putting and chipping greens. Their entire fleet of electric golf carts are equipped with the latest in GPS technology. Open dawn to dusk throughout the golfing season, with daily start times available. To schedule your tee time today, use their free online booking service or call 724-929-8300. 4:28 remaining in the half. 23-16 Lee Supply leads. 8 for Manfredo, 6 for Matthews, and 6 for London Creech.
And that's when Lee Supply's at their best, when it's, not necessarily Creech and Manfredo doing everything. When you have a balanced attack and everybody's putting the ball in the basket, it's tough to defend that team.
And Lee Supply's right now doing this without Jenna Dawson scoring a point.
But the biggest contribution she has made is controlling the ball.
Yeah, and she's gotten so much, it seems, more confident throughout the course of this summer from where we saw in the first 2-3 weeks of the season. I mean, Jenna looks like a different player the last couple of play dates. As Pugliese way outside, back iron over the backboard, no good. Second Cedarbrook shooter to do that this evening. Here's Jenna Dawson running the point. Dawson rolls right. Jenna. Now it's Manfredo. Rachel Manfredo picks up the dribble inside. Matthews travels inside the paint. Back the other way we go. 3:58 remaining. Half number 1. Pugliese into Macy Justice. Justice top of the key. Kicks it Canty left wing. Canty back up top. Pugliese. Pugliese pedals back. Guarded by London Creech. Back up top. Carmen Vasquez. Vasquez top of the key. Carmen Vasquez rolls left. Vasquez left block. Puts it up. No good. Rebound Matthews. Here comes Dawson. Jenna Dawson up and in. As Dawson lays home her first bucket of the evening. Now,
right on cue. She talked about Dawson not having any points yet, and that was just a matter of her having more foot speed than Macy Justice to beat her back down the floor, and turns in an easy layup.
We are pretty close to the Lee Supply bench.
Maybe she heard it. Yeah,
she might have. As here comes Black. Black rolling right. Rachel Black stops up inside. Matthews left alone. No good. Second time won't fall. Creech brings it back outside. Smart play by Creech, leading to the 3 by Black. No problem. Rachel Black from outside. As Pugliese down the lane, up and 1. Foul goes against Creech. Ten-point lead for Lee Supply, trying to make it single digits, and Pugliese will. Traditional three-point play for Hannah Pugliese gives her 4. As there's Dawson, step back 3 buried. Jenna Dawson, her first 3 of the game. As at the other end, a block. It's London Creech saying no to Pugliese. Inbound, there's Pugliese. Pugliese guarded tightly by Creech. Pugliese kick out. Taking control there, driving in. That was Justice. Now Canty to Pugliese. Hannah Pugliese up top. Pugliese rolls right. Pugliese inside. She works up and 1. Michaela Canty with the bucket. And a chance for one more at the line. Ten-point lead for Lee Supply. Canty at the line, trying to cut into this deficit. Right hand up, Canty sends it in. Back-to-back old school three-point plays for Cedarbrook. One by Puglise, one by Canty. Now it's Dawson straight down the lane, no good. Rebound, Jenis, near side Puglise. Puglise drives in, pulls up, off the mark, rebound. Pinball's free, far side, Dawson, now it's Manfredo. Manfredo straight down the lane, stops up, puts it up, won't fall, rebound, Vasquez. 1:37 remaining, see if Cedarbrook can put a late run together. Vasquez, deep two, off the mark. If they can keep this single digits, you got to feel pretty good if you're Cedarbrook, especially with having LaDon on the bench for really about 75% of this half.
Yeah, I would look for Lee Supply, maybe one quick try, if not to sit outside, pass the ball around a little bit, and hold for one.
That South Allegheny style offense. As there goes Creech. Creech kicks it out. There's Summer. Caroline splits two. She's fouled.
Who was the?
So we'll have double bonus.
Who was the foul on?
He said he signaled 12, but we don't have a 12.
No 12.
I think he meant 10.
Ask. Who was that foul on? He said.
First shot
There's
in
no-
for Summer.
There's no 5 either.
He said 12, but there's no 12.
3 points from Summer, all from the line, as they're figuring out who this foul was on.
It's going to go against Puglise. That's her third.
Summer stays true from the stripe. Caroline Summer, 4 for 4. 2 players with 3 fouls for Cedarbrook. As trying to keep that playoff hope alive. Driving in, Vasquez too far underneath. Now it's Dawson. 11-point lead. Summer sees part for her inside. Manfredo up blocked from behind. Manfredo then fouled by Vasquez. Her third.
And that's a bad foul because Manfredo was underneath the basket. She wasn't going to make that shot. She slammed it off the bottom.
It's kind of a smart thing by Manfredo, though. Felt the contact was there and said, that's my only option. Might as well put it up.
Oh, and that's in try and get some free points out of it.
And that's what she does. Knocks down the first there, making a 34-22 lead. Second shot up. Manfredo, front iron, no good. Carmen Vasquez, the rebound. 3 Cedarbrook players with 3 fouls here in this one. Puglise, jump stop, right hand, no. Rebound off the fingertips of Jenis. Finding it, Puglise puts it up, overshoots. Now it's Creech, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Lee Supply with 28 on the clock. Means most likely we'll see one final shot for Coach Caitlin Slagus' squad. But I've been proved wrong before.
Right. There's anybody that knows what her coach wants better than anybody else, it's Dawson.
As Massey kind of got into a bad situation, knew it right away, turning it over to Puglise. No good, iron unkind, rebound Jenis. Now it's Puglise outside, Justice for 3. Front iron, no, Vasquez all alone, off the iron, won't fall. And at the half, it's Lee Supply 34, Cedarbrook 22 right here on your home of the MVISBL, powered by Cyber Athletics, MVI Live.
There is nothing like a refreshing cup of quality coffee to start your day. Brand new to the Mon Valley is His Place Coffee Community and more. Every morning our beans are ground at just the right time to give you that perfect cup of coffee or coffee specialty. Enjoy a fresh made baked good to help start your day? Not a coffee drinker or looking for something different? Try one of our Frap Shakes Refreshers or specialty cremosos. From 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., it is more than just a coffee shop. Every cup of coffee helps us bring hope back into the community through our tutoring, reading, and single parenting programs. That is why we are His Place Coffee Community and more, located 103rd Street in Monessen.
So both my parents played in college. It's actually how they met. And
It's just been a part of my family for a really long time. My older sister played, so I would always, end up at the gym going to her practices. From there, just the amount of time spent in the gym, I really just kind of fell in love with it.
So I think I started playing when I was like 4, and I used to go see my sister play her high school games at Gateway. And actually, we were the same number, so that inspired me to start wearing 4. And she was always pretty good at it, but she ended up stopped playing. But I saw how good she was, and I thought I'd give it a try myself.
I don't even know what I would do without basketball. It's just become such a big part of me.
Passionate. I'm very passionate about the game. This is my life. This is all I do.
I just like the fact that you don't feel like you have to do something yourself. That feeling of I'm not alone. Like I have somebody who feels the same things I do, that, if I'm having a rough one, they'll be right there beside me to pat me on the back and say, like, you got the next one. Don't worry about it. You're going to be fine.
It takes a lot of discipline. I think if you want to get to the level you want to be at, you have to keep doing it. You got to keep progressing, because if you're not, then someone else is.
We're all working so hard towards the same goal. It's more like keeping up your end of the bargain to make sure everyone can feel that success.
Marble Diamonds and Jewelry, a third-generation family-owned and operated business since 1964. Whether you are looking to propose, promise, celebrate, or surprise, Marbills has the expertise, selection, and price to make your shopping experience relaxed and easy. Visit our showroom located at 112 Pricedale Road in Bell Vernon, or call us at 724-929-6633. Marble Diamonds and Jewelry, your journey, your jeweler.
Back for half number 2, 34-22. Lee Supply leads Cedarbrook. 3 Cedarbrook bodies with 3 fouls, and all 3 of them are on the floor right now. Ladon, Pugliese, and Vasquez is up top. Pugliese inside Ladon. Mia Ladon, kick out. There's Justice, right wing 3. Got it! Macy Justice. A huge start to half number 2 for Cedarbrook. As at the other end, it's Matthews throwing it up, no good. Got her own rebound, saved it, Manfredo, spin around, right hand, no. Rebound, Ladon, knocked away. Matthews loose on the floor, and the ball trickles out and goes to Cedarbrook. Here comes Pugliese. Pugliese. Now it's Carmen Vasquez. Vasquez rolling right. Vasquez stops up. Vasquez now Pugliese. Pugliese driving. Pugliese stops up. Kick out Ladon. Right wing 3. Off the mark. Easy rebound. Jenna Dawson. Dawson slows the pace back the other way. Jenna Dawson rolls right. Got the screen. Dawson pulls up. Dawson in and out. Rebound Vasquez. Vasquez to Pugliese. Here's Hannah Pugliese. Left elbow, kick out, Justice again, got it again, Macy Justice once again knocks down the 3.
Good start this half for Cedarbrook and Macy Justice specifically.
6-0 run by Macy Justice for the first minute 30 of the half. As Matthews to Creech, no good. Matthews the rebound, up and in. Great finish by Autumn Matthews. As here's Pugliese. Pugliese left block, kick out Justice. Why not again? That one won't fall. As she had the hot hand early on. Made her first 2, missed the last one. Now Pugliese wants to get in the act, will not. Rebound poked free and knocked out. Last touch by Justice. (36-28). 14 minutes remaining in the half. Here's Jenna Dawson. Dawson driving, left block. Dawson puts it up. Blocked by Jenness.
Good defense there by Abby, just to get her hands up and go with the momentum, not trying to stand there and ends up taking a foul.
Jenna Dawson rolling. Dawson surveys, pedals back. Jenna Dawson. Dawson picks up the dribble. Now it's taken. That's by London Creech. Creech rolling left wing. London Creech moves back in. Creech drives left block. Denied by Vasquez. Cedarbrook coming out on a mission here in half number 2. There's Puglisi, stops up, kick out. Vasquez, right wing, all alone, in and out. Now it's Manfredo. Rachel flying, steps back for 3, or steps into a 3, I should say, off the mark.
Manfredo just has to be aware. Vasquez got 3 fouls. Just drive to the basket on that. See if you can get a bucket or a foul.
As Puglisi fouled underneath. Anna Matthews gets the personal, her first, team first of the half. 36-28. First shot, back iron, no good by Hannah Puglisi. Hannah Puglisi now 2 for 6. Second one falls for Puglisi, give her 5 as she knocks down the back end. 36-29, 7-point lead, supply advantage. Jenna Dawson has it knocked away, saves it to Manfredo. Back to the backcourt, Jenis now. Abby Jenis taken away by Matthews. And a foul on Abby Jenis underneath, her second. Manfredo into London Creech. Creech down the near side, guarded by Puglisi. London Creech up top. Creech. Now it's Manfredo. Matthews wants it inside, posting up on Justice. She'll get it. Matthews going to work up and under and travels.
She did lift her pivot foot and it came back down. Good call.
I like the thought process. You just keep that pivot foot. Matthews goes up, probably draws the foul there.
Probably, yeah. One too many moves, I think. She had to move to the left, and she rolled back to the right instead and right into traffic. Caused the travel.
Yeah, sometimes when you get that little bit of a mismatch there, just with the strength of Matthews over Justice, as Vasquez fires it up no good, you kind of start to overthink that you can do a little more than you actually need to.
Right.
As Creech straight down the lane, up, no good. Rebound saved by Manfredo off of LaDon, and Lee Supply gets it back.
Yeah, LaDon kind of not hustling back from out of bounds and got caught. Your first instinct as a player is to grab that ball, and she was not quite reestablished inside.
Dawson outside, Black. Rachel Black driving straight down Broadway, off the window for 2 as the C's part for Rachel Black. As now it's Puglisi outside LaDon, Mia LaDon. 11:38 remaining in the half. LaDon, pocket picked. Here's Dawson. Dawson puts it up. She's fouled by Jenis. Her third. Team second. So the fourth Cedarbrook player with 3 fouls. Dawson, iron, no good. Skylar Still will replace London Creech as Jenna Dawson will look to make it a 10-point advantage once again for Lee Supply. Up and in, Dawson to 6. Lead to 10, and back the other way. It's LaDon, drives, LaDon blocked by Manfredo. Inbound pass, that goes to Puglisi. Puglisi, top of the key, drives on Manfredo, jump stop up, blocked again. Now Matthews to Black. Black goes up, no good, rebound Black. Black, one dribble, puts it up, won't fall. Now it's Manfredo, dribbles out underneath the basket, taken away. Back the other way, Vasquez coast to coast. Dawson knocked down, she'll pick up the personal. Kind of bump bodies there with Vasquez.
Good foul.
Only Jenis first. Second, excuse me. Thank you, Jeremy. As there's Carmen Vasquez. Vasquez, far side, Hannah Pugliese. As Pugliese kicks out, right wing, driving, Canty knocked free.
I don't know if that was touched by a Lee Supply player. I thought she was trying to pass it. Didn't get a cutter, but like we always say, we don't get paid for that.
That's right. That's a good thing we don't get paid for that.
Yeah.
I'd get yelled at a lot more if I got paid for that because I'd make a lot of mistakes. As outside, Mia Ladon. Ladon, right elbow kick out. There's Justice for three again off the iron. Rebound. That's Canty fingertips and out. And really it all started Canty and Vasquez,
Yeah,
same
team. Yep.
Fighting for the basketball, forcing that miscue.
No communication. I mean, if right in between two players and somebody just like baseball, call each other off.
Jenna Dawson, there's Rachel Manfredo, right block up, no good. Manfredo's gone cold this half, no points. Here's Ladon, Ladon down the lane, Mia's fouled, putting it up, and she'll shoot two. Rachel Black gets the personal.
Just her second.
First trip to the line for Mia Ladon. No good. Ladon, 2 points right now. 8.2 per game for Mia Ladon. Ladon trying to right the ship, make it a single-digit game once again. Will she? No. Rebound. Great job by Skylar, still boxing out the shooter. Back the other way. Skylar still foul line. Still kick out. That's Jenna Dawson. Dawson pedals back. Jenna Dawson attacks the basket. Dawson right block up and in. Jenna Dawson back for two more.
It's going to be as easy as that for Lee Supply. If they spread out, they get mismatches. These girls with 3 fouls, eventually they're going to pick up their fourth because they're going to have to step in and play defense and defend it.
Especially with 9:30 remaining, they're starting to run out of time as Mia Ladon tries to shrink the deficit to no avail. Here comes Manfredo off for a rebound. Manfredo straight to the cylinder, passes across to Black, who finishes. Great all-around play by Lee Supply.
And if she doesn't pass that ball, she probably gets the 4th foul on Ladon.
I was surprised she decided to send it over, but worked nonetheless to get Rachel Black 2 more.
Take the short points.
Was that Black's second bucket of the half, right?
Yes.
All right. I just couldn't remember if I marked that down.
And here comes the 5-out defense again.
Screen by Massey, not used by Dawson.
Oh,
stripped by Canty. Here's Canty, still forces the issue and or commits the foul.
Just our first.
What are we on that foul count? 4-2.
But again, another good foul. You're up by 14 right now. You know, you got fouls to give. They're not shooting. You know, don't let up any free points.
Hannah Pugliese off of her body and out. 8:48 remaining in the half. 43-29. Lee Supply on top. Can Jenna Dawson and company increase the advantage? This sequence by into the front court. That's Jenna Dawson. Dawson up top, guarded by Canty. Dawson right elbow, kick out. Skylar still right block, underhand shot, no good. Here comes Mia Ladon. Ladon in transition. Ladon goes up, and Massey in the way. Somehow, some way, something got to be called either way. As Dawson in the corner, Massey wants it. Dawson eventually kicked it out. As it was a late lookout as Angelina Massey, no one within the vicinity of her. Dawson, the trigger. Dawson to Summer, guarded by Mia Ladon. Summer directing traffic. Hand off, Skylar still right wing. Skylar driving on Jenness. Skylar still puts it up, no good. Great defense by Jenness, but Lee Supply maintains. Now it's Dawson once again into Summer. Summer, middle of the lane, up and one!
That's going to be 4 on LaDon.
Caroline Summer, 6 points, first bucket from the floor. Up and in on Summer, that's 7. You said that was LaDon's 4th. 3 for Jenness, 4 for LaDon, 3 for Vasquez, 4 for Puglisi, and just 1 for Justice. None for Canty. She's had the clean hand in this one.
That's going to be 4 on Vasquez for over the back.
So maybe Coach Mariah Ward's every one of my players says 4 fouls will be true by the end of this one.
Right after this, yeah.
And besides Canty and Justice, everyone else has struggled in that category. As floater no good by Skylar Still. Abby Jenness knocked to her knees. Now it's Puglisi, or make that Mia LaDon. LaDon, left wing 3. Iron no good. Easy board for Tatum Olzak. Tatum, guarded by Canty. Handoff, that's Creech. As Creech pulls the trigger off the mark. Quiet game for London Creech and Manfredo, respectively. Just 9 and 6 points, but it does not matter. Because all that matters is that result on the scoreboard. As there's Vasquez up and in. First bucket of the half for Carmen Vasquez.
First basket in 6 minutes.
There goes Creech up, no good. Rebound, Canty, and Massey rushes in, and Massey can't believe she got the foul called on her, but maybe a bit of a makeup for that non-blocking call. They didn't get her earlier in the game.
Could be. Could be.
That was a good hustle play, but see what LaDon and company have in store this time by. They need points, stops, and scores. Name of the game for Cedarbrook right now. Try to get themselves back in it. As Canty up, no good. Again, a win for Cedarbrook guarantees they'll still be in the playoff hunt. A loss and a Monessen Flores win, they're done. That means the defending runners-up will not make the playoffs. With a loss and a MoFlo win as Massey up, back iron, no. As Matthews cleans up the garbage underneath. Double digits for the second straight game for Matthews. Wednesday of last week was the first time Matthews reached double digits all season long. Now has done it in back-to-back games. LaDon up top. There's Justice. 2 big threes early on this half. Puglisi, right hand up, no good. Rebound. That's London Creech. Creech slows down. Kick up top, Massey. Massey drives, bounce pass, Creech. Creech penetrates in, right elbow, left block window, no. Rebound, Matthews, and a new season high for Autumn Matthews. 12 points for the rising junior. Now it's Puglisi going to work, up off the window and in. Hannah Puglisi up to 7, 50-33. Skylar Still with 5:10 remaining in the half. Still foul line, left block, Still fouled on her way up. Get it on Canty, so Canty joins the foul party. Skylar Still will do the honors from the line, looking to put some points on the board for the first time tonight. Rising sophomore at Winchester Thurston will do just that. There's her first. LaDon, Puglisi, Vasquez all out there with 4 fouls again, but it's not a must-win, but it almost feels like it is for Cedarbrook. As Skylar Still goes 2 for 2, not saying, that Edward Jones, who's the better record team, is going to lose, but very well in the realm of possibility if Monessen Flores plays like they did against AMD, as Mia LaDon from outside knocks it down. That means Cedarbrook's playoff hopes could be done.
I wish I could give some more details on about how MoFlo's played, but I've been out of the loop for a couple weeks, so.
Cedarbrook would take back over. Great overall team effort for that Monessen Floors team. We'll look to have that again here tonight. There's a foul on Lee Supply. Jenna Dawson's third. Canty the trigger, 4:35 remaining, half number 2. There's Hannah Pugliese up top. Jennis for 3, off the mark. Rebound, Canty slaps it back into play, but that's out of Matthews waiting on it. Matthews surrounded, and Vasquez, she'll have a seat early. 4:24 remaining in the second half. Carmen Vasquez's night comes to an end.
Yeah, and I mean, you're kind of in a pickle there if you're Vasquez, because you have to try to be aggressive because you got to try to get back in the game. But, you know, a foul that far away from the basket doesn't do your squad any good at all.
Yeah, kind of take a step back, regroup, and make sure you stay in the game, which they were unable to do. But Ada Matthews shooting 1 and 1. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Manfredo cleans it up off the miss.
Her first basket of the half.
Giving her double digits as there goes Ladon, stops up. If Pugliese, who just put that one in, or Ladon pick up another foul, that means they'll be down to 4 players.
Yeah.
There's Dawson down the lane. Jump stop, left block, iron and in for Jenna Dawson. Double digits now for Dawson, joining Matthews and Manfredo. Almost full sail change here. As there goes Matthews, Black, and Manfredo for Still, Summer, and Massey. Dawson and Olzak stay. Pugliese shooting 1 and 1. Foul line has not been the friend of Hannah Pugliese, trying to reach double digits for the 3rd straight game as a Cedarbrook player. That will have to wait. She's actually scored 17 in her first 2 games each. As there goes Dawson, coast to coast. Dawson somehow gets through traffic and makes it a 20-point game.
And that invokes the mercy rule.
Canty up, and Canty drains the 3 ball. Canty up to 6. As here's Dawson. Dawson, step back 3, no good. Rebound poked away by Massey, but Justice has it. Macy Justice across to Pugliese. Back to Justice. She's fouled by Angelina Massey. Macy Justice, 8 points, new season high for Justice. Previous high was 7. 2 threes to start this half as that one rattles around the cylinder and in, give her 9. 58-42, 3:05 remaining here, half number 1. Second shot up and in, 2 for 2 goes Macy Justice. First time this season, Justice in double digits. Justice 3 points away from matching her season total of points. As Massey to Dawson, wasn't ready, back the other way we go. Ladon gets it into Pugliese, 58-43, 2:40 remaining here. As Pugliese right block overshoots, Jennis with the putback, no good. Abby Jennis has it ripped away by Massey. Massey tied up with Pugliese, and Lee Supply gets it back. Inbound feed, that's to Summer. Summer over the timeline. Summer drives, kick out. Skylar Still left wing. Skylar Still back up top. Jenna Dawson. Dawson driving, sees part. Dawson up off the iron. No good. Rebound, Mia Ladon. 2 on the clock. Ladon Foul line, drives, right block, stripped away. Janice went flying after, but Summer has it up ahead. Dawson all alone. Dawson off the window and in. Jenna Dawson, game high 14. As Ladon, now with 1:34 on the clock, pulls the trigger for three, no good. Tatum Olzak the rebound. Tatum, far side still across to Summer. Summer just brings it back out behind the arc. Now drives in on Canty. Summer skips it outside. Dawson drives. Dawson kick out. Pugliese the steal. It was right into her hands, and Hannah Pugliese at the other end with ease. 11 points for Hannah Pugliese. Her and Justice, the only two players in double digit for Cedarbrook, as Caroline Summer no good. 15-point lead. 55 on the clock as Canty can't finish at the cylinder, and back the other way we go as Pugliese is fouled out. With 43 on the clock.
That's not going to matter here that Cedarbrook's only going to have 4 players here the rest of the way. Just 32.2 seconds left.
Skylar Still, second free throw opportunities of the game. Skylar Still up and in as she has all 3 of her points from the line. Coach Caitlin Slagus has done this and once again not used a timeout. Definitely least timeouts used this season.
Now, I was going to say, too, we haven't seen as many jump balls as we usually do either.
I think one maybe this game, really?
I think.
It was that last sequence by Pugliese.
Just a second ago.
As kick out there, Justice got it again. Macy Justice for 3 once more. Padding the stats, 13 matching her season total, making it 61-48. 10 seconds on the clock. Now it's Caroline Summer. Summer gonna dribble it out. Summer with 3, 2, and 1, and Cedarbrook's fate is no longer in their hands. Their hands belong to Monessen Flores and Edward Jones, and MoFlo wins, sets our 4-team playoff field as it was 11 for Pugliese, 13 for Justice, 5 for Ladon, and 5 for Abby Jenis. On the other side of things, 14 for Dawson, 12 for Matthews, and 11 for Manfredo, while both Black Still added 8 and London Creech added 6. 61-48 your final score of game number 1. We'll take a break and come back with game number 2 for you between Monessen Florist and Edward Jones right here on MVI Live.